Keep going. Keep going.
Good evening, everyone, and happy Good Friday, happy Holy Week, happy lead-in to Easter weekend. So glad you're here to share the sacred time with us. My name is Reverend Cheryl Myers, and it is my joy to be here with you tonight. And before we move into our opening prayer, I'd just like to take a moment to acknowledge our music team tonight, Jim and John and Jeff, along with Spirit Sound. We have some very special music to hear tonight that was co-written by Lynn May and Jim. And is it Carly? Carly is going to be our guest soloist. So we just have a special, special evening in store. So thank you so much for sharing your light and talent. So let's take a moment to just gently close our eyes. Just close our eyes and take a moment to simply breathe deeply and allow yourself stillness after what most of you probably experienced as a busy week. And here we are on Good Friday. As we open our hearts to what Good Friday means to us, We just say yes to being blessed this evening, to leave here in a deeper space of knowing the truth of our Christ nature. So I just invite you to breathe into your heart, into an open heart that's open and receptive to what this evening holds, in letting go, in sacred surrender and willingness to allow all that we are to express. So we breathe into a grateful heart for this time together, for this sacred time in this sacred place. And so it is. Amen. Amen. So let's stand now and sing a song together. There's Only Love.
That sets us free. There is only love. I lose myself, and it seems I have lost my way. I go inside and quiet my mind. I can hear Spirit gently say, there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love.
Please be seated.
Affirmation. As I let go, I move forward, knowing my true nature. I hold on to many things in my life, precious memories, treasures, talents, skills, beloved friends and family. I cherish them all, for they have helped me become who I am today. I also value the many life experiences I have had that have broadened my perspective and called forth my growth. At the same time, I may hold on to ideas, experiences, and opinions that no longer serve me. Today, I am willing to give up resentments, worn-out attitudes, and painful memories that impede the expression of all that I am. I consciously surrender and release error thoughts and beliefs. I also let go and know that I am enough. I am whole and I am worthy. I recognize that what has unfolded in my life has served me to know more fully my divine nature. My divine identity is the truth of me. It is the home I have never left. In this moment, in this place, I release and let go, and I move forward knowing my true nature. From Psalms 46, verses 10 to 11, let go of your concerns, then you will know I am.
Been a storm brewing inside of me, clouds moving round my heart. Something's changing that I can see. Stuck in what I know is safe, not where I'm supposed to be. I feel the call of something more. I feel the call of something I've never felt before. I feel the call of something more. I feel the call, and it's asking, what am I here for? 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 Say the pain pushes till the vision pulls. Feels like my safety nets have fallen down. Wish I had a map of where to go. I got this feeling in my soul. When I get there I will know. Feel the call of something more. I feel the call of something I've never done before. I feel the call of something more. Feel the call, and it's asking, what am I here for? 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 Right now, though I don't know where or how. When I trust and know the truth, my heart will point the way. There is more of me to share, so today I do declare I'll take that step in faith and let my light shine. Oh, shine, I feel the call of something more. I feel the call of something I've never felt before. I feel the call of something more. I feel the call to be someone I've never been before. I feel the call of something more. I feel the call, and it's asking, what am I here for? 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 for? Is it all about love? It's all about giving, receiving, just giving sweet love. Just love, just love. What am I here for? Just love, just love. What am I here for? Love.
Thank you so much. That was beautiful. Well, if you have been with us over the last few Sundays, you'll know that we have been delving into a book by Brene Brown called Braving the Wilderness. And if you haven't, that's fine. Because we're just going to just bring that theme of what she calls standing in the wilderness so that we can experience true belonging. And in this book, she talks about how this wilderness is our willingness to step into the unknown, to release and let go of what holds us back, and to say yes to ourselves and to others. And so we've been reflecting on our connection with each other and what it takes for us to feel a sense of belonging within ourselves and with others, regardless of what's happening out here. And wow, can life and the journey we're on feel a little crazy right now, right? A little chaotic sometimes. All the focus that we hear about division, the hurt, and the attacks that fuel a belief in separateness can stir us to our core. And it can have us question ourselves, our worth, our value, what's really, really true. Because the outer world is very compelling, and it can draw us into believing that we're separate from each other and that hate is a reality. And that is completely false. Because the song that we sang together tonight reminds us there's only love in the divine reality that is underneath and within and surrounding and infilling everything. We teach that in Unity. We teach that there is a greater reality than what we can experience with our senses alone. That beyond this reality that we experience with our senses alone is an infinite field of possibility, of love, of joy, of wholeness, of strength, of courage and kindness. It's what the Sufi poet Rumi said, out beyond ideas of right and wrong, there's a field. I'll meet you there. And what if we could be in this external divisive energy in a place of trust and surrender and know that we are that field, that we're in that field of love is the only reality. That regardless how crazy it looks out there, the winding road of our life, the crooks and turns, that what is really true is that we are divine and that everything that we are experiencing right now is meant to guide us home to ourselves, to a place of courage, of knowing, of compassion and strength and belonging within ourselves and with others. And I think sometimes we do pretty well remembering the truth, don't we? We do. Okay, I see some smirks. And we do. I think we do remember. And then there are times that we forget. But I think one of the messages of Good Friday is that everything that happens to us is ultimately leading us home to ourselves. Because as we reflect upon the journey of Jesus, we take time to do some self-reflection on how we're walking the journey of our own lives. Jesus' story is one of courage and surrender, of availing himself to life, to evolving and coming home to himself by confronting his biggest fears on this day, so that he could fully know and claim and express his true nature. Jesus was on a journey home to himself so that he could know who he was so clearly and model that for others, to show us all what and who we can be. And so we're all on a journey to remember the truth of what we are in the midst of the external world that might tell us otherwise. So life's experiences are ultimately for us to know more deeply, more fully our divinity, the space of true belonging, of being home within ourselves. And we're on a journey, like the Daily Word said, to come home to a place, folks, we've never truly left. We have never left home. It might feel like we've left home, but home is right where we are. So, what gets in the way of unfolding our knowing, of really claiming and living from an awareness of the divinity that we are? And I know for me, it's just resisting what is. We can resist what is, can't we? I don't think I'm alone in that. And that our limiting beliefs and attitudes and thoughts and feelings that say what we are not get in the way of what we truly are. Our fears that we're possibly not capable, not enough, that we can't forgive, that we have to hold on to being protected and angry to be safe, that we have to be ill because our genes are a certain way, or that we are where we are because of this person or this situation. But here we are on Good Friday, where we're going to explore the metaphysical interpretation of Jesus' crucifixion and what it can support us in knowing, so that we can come home to our true nature and all we're here to be. So the crucifixion metaphysically means the crossing out, the ultimate crossing out of all that separates us from knowing and expressing our divinity. It tells us we must die to that which keeps us from fully expressing our light, that we must allow to die the limiting thoughts, feelings, and beliefs that keep us from fully expressing our courage, our strength, our love, our compassion, our knowing of oneness, our true magnificence. And tonight, we are going to have an opportunity to let that go. To let go of who we thought we were or could not be, do, or become. Tonight is our opportunity to open to what we can be, to what we truly, truly are. And there's a story that I like to share on Good Friday. It's about a child made of salt who very much wanted to know where he came from. So he set out on a long journey and traveled to many lands in pursuit of this understanding. And finally, he came to the shore of the great ocean. How marvelous, he cried. and stuck one foot in the water. And the ocean beckoned him in further, saying, "If you wish to know who you are, my child, do not be afraid." The child walked further and further into the water, dissolving with each step, and at the end exclaimed, "Ah, now I know who I am." So our journey is always leading us home to ourselves. Always. And so tonight is our time to dissolve away that which is not the truth of us, that which has us believe we are less than whole, less than magnificent, less than capable, loving, courageous, strong, forgiving, kind. And so what I would invite you to do right now is just take a deep breath and just gently close your eyes. And take a moment to prepare to turn your attention inward. This is a time to access within us our availability and willingness to let go and step into a deeper awareness and claiming of all that we are. So just breathe and allow yourself to move into a space of stillness and inner reflection. And I just ask you tonight, as you're in this space of inner reflection, what is it in your life that you're resisting? What might be feeling hard right now, unexpected or undesirable? So in this space of stillness and reflection, can you open your heart and your mind to a gentle acceptance of what that is? To surrender to what is happening with just out resisting it. Can you access a willingness to let go, to embrace your courage and to surrender to what is happening, to create space within your heart for a new possibility, to create space within your heart and your mind to know and claim your magnificence. To make space in your being to rise in newness of life. And what belief would you need to let go of in this moment to make space for that new possibility? Maybe I can't trust, or I did it wrong, or it was my fault, or I'm not safe. I don't feel worthy or deserving. I can't. Or I'm not pretty strong, courageous enough. There just isn't enough time. I'm afraid. The world is so crazy. Are you open to shifting into a space of willingness to change that belief to a new possibility that reflects your true nature? In this moment of stillness, can you embrace your courage? To let go of what no longer serves you on this Good Friday, to cross it out, to let it go, in order to create a new opening. And so as we move into a time of silence, I invite you just to continue to breathe into whatever you're willing to let go of tonight. And open yourselves to a new possibility in the silence. So I invite you to take a deep breath and just feel the opening that's been created. And when you're ready, just gently open your eyes. And what we're going to do tonight is we're going to have a ritual of releasing what came to you in meditation. And did anyone not receive a piece of very thin paper? If you did not receive a piece, just raise your hand. So we're going to have a releasing ritual to actually let go of what came to you. And it is recorded, this ritual is reflective of the story of Jesus that's recorded in the week that led to Jesus' crucifixion, that Jesus washed the feet of his disciples the night he shared his last Passover meal with them. Walking in sandals on the dusty roads of Israel in the first century made it imperative that feet be washed before a communal meal. Only the lowliest servants washed people's feet. And this is significant to us tonight as we let go, as it takes great humility and humbleness to let go of being right and to let go of what no longer serves us. So what we are going to do tonight is invite you on that little sheet of paper to write what you want to release And no, we will not be doing a feet washing tonight, but we'll be doing a hand washing tonight. And so I invite you to take a moment to write down on that little sheet of paper what you are willing to release. And how this ritual will look is when you are ready, and Edie and I will demonstrate this first, just so everyone is clear how it will flow. When you're ready, you will come up to one of the bowls with your paper in your hand. And there will be an affirmation on the PowerPoint slide that you have a choice to say if you'd like to say, if it will support you. And just declare what you are letting go of, and then affirm that affirmation. And Edie or I will wash your hands, and you will notice that as the water is poured over your hand, that paper, along with what's written on it, dissolves completely. And so then we will dry your hands and just speak a word of love to you and invite you to take a little paper towel with you to complete the drying process in case we don't get everything. And then we just invite you as you go back to your seats just to continue to be in a contemplative, reflective place. So Edie and I will now demonstrate the releasing ritual, and then after we're done, as you feel led, just come on up and we will support you in letting go of what no longer serves you, that you are choosing to release on this Good Friday. So take a deep breath. And the ushers are now going to come and give you a little card. And so what you can write on this little card is an affirmative prayer that speaks to the intention that you have created after this release. So if you have released not enough, an example of an affirmative prayer might be, I am way more than enough, and I claim that truth now. So what I invite you to do is just take a moment in the energy of this releasing to write on your little card an affirmative prayer that speaks to how you are going to live into this new space of possibility, this newness of life. What are you claiming? What do you know? What is the truth beyond any outer circumstance? What are you saying yes to? And what I invite you to do right now is to speak that prayer aloud if you'd like to, or silently, but just to read it and let it land in your being. Let yourself hear yourself speak those words of truth. And so what I invite you to do is to take this affirmation home with you and work with it and come here on Sunday morning, standing in it, claiming it, knowing it. And so it is. Amen.
This is our time for offering, for giving back. And so I invite you to take your offering in your hands and put the full measure of your blessing into this offering. Put your love into it. Put your intentions of peace, of blessings into this offering, for it is going everywhere. Through this ministry, it's going everywhere. The love is going out into the world. And so let's bless our offering together. Divine love, I am, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive, and I am so grateful. And so it is.
When I'm deep, deep, deep in pain and woe, when I'm carried must reach, reach, reach for the light above. I must reach for the light of love. When I'm wandering on a weary road, when I'm burdened with a heavy load, I must reach, reach, reach for the light above. I must reach for the light of love. For I know in my soul I am strong, and I know that with love I can't go wrong. For I see in my heart there's a light within you and me and around all the world. I am standing and I will not bow. I will do this thing, but I don't know how. I am opening to the light of love. I am filled with the light of love. I am flying, I knew I could. I am soaring, I knew I would. I am reaching to the light above. I am filled with the light of love. I am reaching for the light of love. I am filled with the light of love.
Folks, you have just heard the debut of a brand new original song co-written by Lynn May and Jim Goldstein. Thank you so, so much. So beautiful. All right, dear ones. Well, here we are. So I just invite you for the next 36 hours to continue to be in the space of release, to be gentle with yourself, and to affirm that beautiful prayer that you just crafted. And I look so forward to rising in love and joy and light with you on Sunday morning. So let's just pray out. So we leave here tonight feeling freer, feeling open. For we have crossed out a limiting belief that no longer serves us. And we are free to deepen our awareness, our knowing, our claiming, and our expression of the divinity that we are. And we just breathe into grateful hearts for this opportunity, for the life that we are living, where we know that every experience leads us home to ourselves. So bless you. And so it is. Amen. Thank you for being here. Good night.